Sometimes a manager just has a time frame attached to them. Ivan Leko, he was really good, then he fell off. Jose Mourinho, he was really good, then he fell off. Arsene Wenger, he was really good, then he fell off. A lot of managers, and I could list managers all day, George Graham, Joe Merker, if you want to go back in the past. A lot of managers just reach a point, no matter what level they have coached at. Even I've just picked a bunch of managers at completely different levels. Ivan Leko, Wenger, Mourinho, completely different levels, all three of them. And yet all three of them have had the same problem. They hit a wall and they crash. They never come back up. They are done. Pep Guardiola is showing signs of that right now. And I'll prove it, yeah? I'll go through, and I'll talk about the Real Madrid game most, so this will have timestamps, but I'll start with just general reasons why Pep is kind of finished. 2-2 to a poor Arsenal side, after being 1 goal up. Both goals were on Walker, who should have been gone in the summer. I wanted Theo Hernandez in the summer. I was saying, if we get Theo Hernandez in the summer, we can put him left back, we can have Guardiola, Diaz as centre back, and then we can have right back Akanji. Now, Akanji, sure, not great this season, but you know what? He is better than Kyle Walker. And we don't concede those 2 goals to Arsenal unless Kyle Walker is on the pitch. That is the fact of the matter. So, there you go. That is on Pep. He failed to strengthen, he failed to adapt, he failed to do anything. Then, we go on through the season. I'm not happy, by the way, as we go on through the season. We bottled against Newcastle, and we've had many games where we just didn't take chances enough, where Pep made weird decisions, taking off attackers when we need a goal, or just making weird substitutions, bringing on defenders when we had a draw. Weird decisions by Pep. But the main ones are a lucky win against Wolves, where I called out a lot of the problems, like the far post goals, which are still a problem, which Pep has still not addressed. I'm not sure when that Wolves game was. I believe it was after an international break. I think that was in November. Correct me if I'm mistaken. The fact he has yet to fix issues I have been calling out since a Wolves win, is shocking. Absolutely shocking. I believe that's November. We're now mid-February. Well, yeah, we're almost mid-February. A 2-1 defeat to the worst Tottenham team in my living memory. Oh, it's a Carabao Cup. We threw that game away. We just threw that game away because we have bigger fish to fry, right? We have a serious team that won't lose 5 games in a row, including against Brighton, where we led 1-0 until late. And then Pep Guardiola made substitutions way too late, as I've been saying since he fucking came to this goddamn club. But when you say it, when he wins trophies, oh, then it's stupid. But now I'm saying it, and now it looks fucking smart, don't it? You know why? Because sometimes, yeah, you have really good players, and you can make bad decisions and get away with it. Waiting so late to make substitutions is stupid. There's no 2 ways about it. It wasn't smart when he was winning trophies, and it is not smart now. He waits too late. That has always been a problem with Pep. And he got away with it back in the day because he had really good fucking players. Now he's not getting away with it anymore, is he? Unless I'm mistaken and we're winning the Premier League this season. Are we? I don't think we are. So, this is an emerging trend here, which we've seen with Man City, losing games late. And I've proposed a solution to that since the PSG game. Again, another thing Pep hasn't fixed. So, if you actually look at why we throw away these games, why we capitulate, it's because the midfield is too old. We lose energy, and that's why we collapse. We can no longer run, we can no longer close off the lines, we can no longer track back, we can no longer get in shape in time. And that generally happens between the 50th and 60th minute. 56 minutes against PSG, 56 minutes against Arsenal. against Real Madrid, we started collapsing after about 55 minutes too. But we put Foden in midfield, and that stopped the collapse. So again, that was between 50 and 60 minutes. So we need to substitute someone into midfield with more energy. Like Foden going into midfield. Get a bit more energy, you're able to get in shape a bit better. So that is actually a good thing Pep did. For the first time, since I've called it out, before PSG, not after, before. And you know how he fucks it up? We'll talk about that later. That is really the cherry on top. We'll talk about that in the Real Madrid section. 3-3 to Feyenoord. The point at which he should have been sacked. I mean, a failure to manage out a game at home against much lesser competition. That is pathetic. Hopeless Anfield performances. I mean, why did we even play at Anfield? They should have generally scored 5 goals. Their finishing was horrible. They should be ashamed of themselves with only winning 2-0. Like bro, you should have beaten us 5-0. And we should have been ashamed for going to Anfield. We might have given up the game before going. Bottling against Crystal Palace. Because, bro. Lethargic loss to Juventus. We did not even. What were we doing against Juventus, bro? Pep Guardiola thought, okay, Grealish in midfield cooked against Nottingham Forest. Now I will put him in midfield again. Oh, and I will surround him with shit fucking defenders and shit midfielders. And when he fails in midfield, I'm gonna blame Grealish because he's the one that the fan base likes to blame. And I'm never gonna play him in the midfield again. Even though Grealish in midfield was really the least of our problems in that Juventus game. But it's an easy thing to pin it all on Grealish because the fan base hates him. Bottling to Man United. Do I need to explain why that's bad? I don't. Mateus Nunes, great right back options we have there. Bottling a 2-goal lead to Brentford. I mean, it's all of these games are the same problem, by the way. A draw to Adelford Everton. Bottling a 2-goal lead to PSG. All of these things are from the same problem that I talked about earlier with that midfield being too old. We only beat Bruges because Bruges was already qualified to the next round, yeah? Because here is the thing. Look at the first goal by Man City. Kovacic, his goal. Normally, and I watch Club Bruges every fucking week. Normally, Onyedika runs in, puts his body in between and stops you from getting a shot in. He just charges in. Why didn't he do that against Kovacic? You know why? Because Club Bruges was already qualified. And not only was Club Bruges already qualified, they actually got an easier draw if they finished 24th than if they finished a bit higher up the table. So they wanted to lose. So Onyedika did not run down the distance. At first, in the first half, they wanted to win. Because if PSG drew, then Club Bruges could have still been out. PSG was winning 3-0. At halftime, the manager decided, okay, we have a game coming up against Antwerp. We're gonna rest. Stop running, let them win. That is pretty much what he probably didn't say let them win, but that is the message, right? Let them do as they like. And Club Brugge still went forward because they're professional athletes and they want to win. But the manager is actively telling them, slow down, he's actively taking off the best players with substitutions, and that is how Man City won. Club Brugge would have probably beaten or drawn Man City at the Etihad if PSG was not winning that game. That is the truth. If PSG was not winning 3-0, let's say it was 1-1. Club Brugge continues playing, probably scores a second because our defense is that woeful, and they will go on to advance, and we will not. That is the honest truth. So, Club Brugge, we got mad fucking lucky there. Then, 5-1 against Arsenal. Capitulation, where did it start? Oh yeah, 56 minutes. It's so easy to predict, bro. If you want to bet on a Man City game, bet on Man City to win, then pull out after the 50 minutes, because we'll be winning after the 50 minutes, and then put a bet in again for the Man City to lose, and then Man City will lose. being a goal down to late Orient, requiring De Bruyne to bail us out. That was pathetic. That was absolutely hapful. So there's so many points here where it's just pathetic. It's just pathetic, you know. So it's sad. It's really, really sad how bad Man City is. And people will blame everyone except for Pep Guardiola. However, here are the facts. When you bring on İlkay Gündoğan to play against Real Madrid, leading 2-1, need a win desperately, you cannot blame that on anyone but Pep. McAtee was on the bench. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt on Nico Gonzalez. O'Reilly, McAtee are better than Gündoğan, both on the bench. Why didn't they play? Why? Because Pep Guardiola loves Gündoğan. He sucks Gündoğan's cock. Why did Bernardo Silva start? Because he sucks Bernardo's cock. That is all the reason why. There is no logic, there is no thought process to it by Pep. He just does whatever he likes. He has lost his touch of depth. You know, here's the thing. Let me compare this to chess. If you play chess, you will know what I'm talking about. Currently, Hikaru Nakamura, the second best player in the world, and will one day be a good thing to be remembered second best to the greatest of all time, Magnus Carlsen, the second best player in the world, has stopped winning games. Why is that? Because he gets better positions, he plays his cards right, but he's lost his touch of depth. That is something you saw with Garry Kasparov and a lot of other chess goats when they got old. Vishwan and Anand, they lose that ability to capitalize on advantages. They're done. They are done. Once you lose that, you never get it back. Hikaru Nakamura is talking about retiring now because he simply cannot win games anymore. He is one of the best chess players out there. He is arguably better than the current world champion, which is Gukesh. But he has lost that touch of depth. He can't win anymore. He's lost it. He's mentally gone. He won't get that back. Mentally gone, bruv. Do you get what I'm saying? It's done. He won't ever be that guy again. Pep Guardiola. It's not there anymore. It's not there. He's lost his ruthlessness. He's bringing on his favourites. He's lost his ability to reason. He's now just too sympathetic. He's feeling sorry for Gündoğan. He feels sorry for Gündoğan. He feels sorry for Bernardo Silva. He felt sorry for Kyle Walker. If Kyle Walker did not ask to leave, he would still be here. Thank fucking God Kyle Walker had more shame than any fucking one at this club. Because we would still be with him if he didn't ask to leave. I am so happy Kyle Walker asked to leave. Pep Guardiola is single-handedly the most fallen off manager in the Premier League this season. Ange was always shit, so he didn't really fall off. He just continued to be shit. Pep Guardiola has the biggest fall off of any Premier League manager this season, and that will not come back. Of that I am convinced. And the only way to change my mind is to win a Champions League title or a Premier League title. Every fucking day now that you talk to me, I will say sack Pep. Don't talk to me about rebuild. Fuck your rebuild. Oh, he's won a 4-peat. Doesn't matter. He's lost it. He has lost it. He won't do that anymore. He will not do that anymore. He has lost that touch of depth. There is a reason why Arsene Wenger could not win trophies anymore after the Invincibles. It's gone. They won't get it back. Arsene Wenger never got it back, no matter how long they waited on him. Pep won't get it back. Jose Mourinho won't get it back. When it's gone, it's gone. You need to accept that with these managers and move on before they fucking ruin the club from inside out, like Wenger did at Arsenal and Pep is currently doing at Man City. Absolute ruination. The team is not as bad as the league table suggests. It really isn't. This is on Pep. This is fully on Pep. And if you disagree with that, yeah, fair enough. But if you don't even think there's a conversation to be had, shut the fuck up then. If you don't think there's a conversation to be had, why do you want to tell me that I'm wrong? If you don't think there's a conversation to be had, shut up. I really don't want to hear it. There is a conversation to be had. Agree, disagree, fair enough. But you don't think there's a conversation to be had? I don't care. Shut up. That's it for me. Bye.